Well, now, it would seem to me we have a date with a trail behind this village. That's probably where we have previously. Ah, come on, give up. Here we go. Oh, just a shortcut. So for something sweeter than that. This is probably gonna be the path we're looking for here. Ew, so loud in my headphones. Hang on one second. There we go. I don't want you guys complaining that I'm yelling at you all the time. But, reminder. Alright, so, according to the statements, the final object was heading north. Let's head out the back and scour the north trail for clues. And that seems like the thing to do right now. So let's scour. Let's see. It's been a little bit since I played this. Maybe like a week. Wester Avenue. So the mine is this way, I think. Yeah, it's been a little while since I played this. I'm just kind of messing around, playing around on Twitch a little bit. Last this last video, this was on Twitch, and I don't think I'll be doing that on Twitch anymore. I just didn't like the quality as much. I mean, of course, I had to drop it to 30 frames per second and all that jazz, and I don't know if I want to sacrifice that for this particular game. Like, this is my feature series, for lack of a better term, so everything else is sacrificed for this. But I will be doing more streaming, but and I'm thinking that after, you know, doing a good amount of streaming on Twitch lately, I think I'm gonna stick with YouTube. I mean, this is where my followers are, so no need to get all fancy. All right, Joshua, let's go. Ooh, fire, let's do that. Art. Can't reach me, buddy. Let's do, let's blow off some of this extra CP. Roly-poly and a chupacabra. Well, there's some sort of joke in there. A roly-poly and a chupacabra walking to a bar. Huh? Huh? What a hilarious joke.
Let's move out.
You guys suck, you just don't get it. Just don't get it. Man, I really wish I could remember what the path we took was to get to the mine. Because I bet that's where this is. But now I'm just like running all over. And this path seems to end with a treasure chest. Here, bomb. I am air. Alright, I see a video game. I like how I pressed the speed up button just now, like as if that made my characters actually run faster relative to the enemies. Answer is it does not. Alright, so we made it to the abandoned mine. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. Looks like this is entrance to the abandoned mine. It kind of reminds me of the Malga mine. Actually, it's like exactly like the Malga mine. Except for the fact that it's all deserted. It seems this place was abandoned quite some time ago. Padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like this gate has been opened recently. Which means that there's no possibility the Sky Bandits entered through here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place. You're probably not going to find any clues searching around in an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estelle? Maybe it's just me, but do you feel any air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Joshua with the tip of his index finger with his tongue and held it out. You're right, Estelle. It's rather subtle, but there is air flowing out of here. Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that? I wonder if you get that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it. But forget about that. Aren't you more interested in what's inside this old mine? There's certainly a possibility that it connects to somewhere. It's probably worth checking out. Well, in that case, let's just bust this lock off. Hey, don't you even think about doing that. For now, we better head back to the village and talk with the elder. He might have the key. You're no fun, Shara. Well, that was a fun trip, I guess. Let's see, if I hold this button... Alright. I mean, we could have not. They could have just, like, let us break into the thing, right? And so we're going to go back here and have a deep conversation with the chief, or the village elder. I want to say that them making us do this kind of pointlessly is out of character for this game, which makes me think that something else significant is going to happen on the way, like when we get back to Ravenue Village. Ravenue. Ooh, that dude did not like getting hit like that by my boy Joshua.
Alright, we're good to go.
Like, I'd never get any red. I've given up on ever having a red ornament. Like a red-based ornament slot. It's never gonna happen. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Huh, I'm gonna talk to this person. Oh, well, I was supposed to go there. So this is where you are, Elder Ryzen. Reese. Oh, it's you young bracers, is it? Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? It was erected to mourn all those whose souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bose region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. And this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities. That's terrible. Ah, there is no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Alright, there was something we wanted to talk to you about. Before that, would you mind if we paid our respects as well? I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer. Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above will be overjoyed by the gesture. So you say there might be clues in that old mine, huh? I really like how they took the opportunity to pay respects to those that lost their lives 10 years ago. It's a little touch like that lets us know that Joshua and Estelle and Cher are respecting the culture and the place that they're going. Yeah, it's not just like, okay, we're going here, we're gonna bust up the place, and dip. It's like they're endearing themselves a lot to the people that they're helping. So I think that was one of the things that in playing in The Witcher, as I played The Witcher, like that you'd never feel like The Witcher is so, Geralt's so obtuse in the way that his interactions are never all that. Like, stories happen, but he doesn't really connect with anyone, which, is a character trait, I think. And probably not a shortfall of the writing style, but of the writing itself, but, it's just not. You just don't feel that. I think they really capture that a lot in this game. I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside. After I heard Louis' story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out just in case, so would you mind lending us the key to the entrance? The key for that padlock, huh? Give me a minute here. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Oh, right, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside. Well, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Ryzen. This will really help a lot. Don't mention it, we're always indebted to the Bracer Guild for their help. It's only natural that we would try and return the favor. Thank you. If everyone we dealt with were as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I would appreciate that. Alright. So, yeah, I do think, just like I thought, it made that trip worth it, you know, worth doing. So let's step out again and save again. In other news, I finally got a replacement PS2, which, I mean, my other one had the optical read error, so I probably could fix it. And I might try to fix it one day, but that day is not going to be today. Oh. But yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty exciting. I have a good number of PS2 games that, you know, I want to get around to. And I ordered Shadow Hearts, which seemed way overpriced. I paid like 50 bucks, like almost 60 bucks for it, but people say it's a JRPG worth playing, so. You know, as I continue on making these videos, and you'll probably see it in the channel if you're looking, like I'm going to definitely start skewing way more heavily as far as like the channel production, you know, towards JRPGs. Just put more of that out there. Because I mean, it's still my favorite kind of game. I have like all of them. I have so many of them, and they take forever. And it, you know, gives me a chill space to kind of calm my mind. You know, hang out. Hopefully, one day hang out with you guys. Which is part of the reason why I'm, you know, I've been testing out more streaming formats. You know, having some organized streaming events as far as like consistently going at the same time so people can catch it, because really the main thing I like to do with these games is talk about them. You know, and I'm sure everybody in the world has their own opinion about it, and there's like a right way, wrong way thing, but particularly when it comes to areas of story.
Alright, we're good to go.
So, I've talked about myself a lot. And ran in the wrong direction anyway. So, let's see. Abandoned mine is this way. Nope, not that way. No, oh, I should have known. That's a whack-ass surprise. Like, oh, here's one person. Alright, here we go. Bus open. The guess, yep, you know. Let's use his cue bar from the village elder. Use the abandoned mine key. Ooh, that was one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about the sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert. Oh, you already know, boo. We are gonna be so alert. Most alert. Most alert of all time. What's up, Crab Man? What are your sensitivities? You kind of don't like anything. .303. Let's use this craft and taunt.
Pay attention or I'll hit you.
There we go, one shot. And one shot. Ouch. Man, I really cannot wait to get like a fire AoE move. And I don't mean fire as in that mixtape is fire, but I mean fire as in like fire. Let's hurricane these mother lovers. Missed one. Oh, I knew that backup was gonna come right before time. Oops. I don't want to heal him after the fight. There we go. Come on, give me some red. Oh, all that blue. We're just never gonna get there. Broken bridge means a way that we cannot go. What's up, Crabman? Start with you in the back. Get you here, near me. I think, so all of them can one-shot with fire. Oh, that's cute. Cacao. Fireball. Well, if I was gonna do that, I should have just done on the furthest way away one furthest away. Oh well, that level micromanagement is not required for this fight apparently. I'm just fine with that. Man, it's bright in here. Huh? Isn't that the quietest though? Looks like we've hit the jackpot. So nobody noticed, like, when we walked in this room that's well lit and only has what appears to be one entrance? There goes Kyle. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food, provisions, and valuables. And hurry it up, will you? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Roger that, Kyle. Got it, Kyle. Okay, Kyle. Understood, Kyle. Thanks, Kyle. What's an airline doing in a place like this? I have a friend named Kyle. He is really, really funny. I guess that kid wasn't saying things after all. This looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size. Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Look at that. Aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. Boy, so I'd have to look at the liberal news, but how long ago was the actual capture of this, you know, the Zeppelin? It's a Zeppelin, right? Sky thing? It's not a Zeppelin. It's called something. Whatever. Like, what? How long ago was it? Like, they're still unloading the cargo? It's been like at least a few days, right? I mean, I guess it could be massive amounts of cargo. That's a really big ship, so we'll see. We've got to figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again. So this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well. Once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Oh, here we go. Hold it right there. Who in the... The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Braces has arrived. Yeah. Huh? The League of what? You bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying that stuff all alone. You're the ones who Josette had a run-in with back in Relent. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. It can't be right. We're not supposed to hear this early. What the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracers Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sake you'll be coming along quietly. Now hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us? You see anyone else, Bandit Boy? So you're not involved with the others then? Huh. That simplifies things. Let's get them, boys. Book them, Danny. Let's start off with some morale for my friends. Charge of 15 hit points. Oh, jeez, I picked a great time to use my special, huh? Last guy been it turns. Ouch. Ouch. Oops. So you got that. Let's see if I can one shot. I got right here. Do not miss, Joshua. You know how I feel. Nice. There we go. Down. Oh, that blows. Well, we need to get away from each other if he's gonna be throwing bombs like that. Yeah, nobody needs to heal yet. And we got Hurricane and Pummel, so let's make sure this guy gets finished. There we go. 172. Enough for a dual strike. Let's do that. Woo! He's still feeling strong, huh? Ouch. So what items do we have? Attack that off to Joshua. Does he get even more strength? Maybe not. Gonna taunt him. Cool. We'll wait on that and just hit her with her. Well, she doesn't have regular attack boost anymore. So let's go ahead and do what we do best. Actually, I'll Sylvan Guard still. And you shall run up. Uh-oh. Just gotta get it really close though. Cool. Boom, boom. Doesn't enjoy that. And let's tier you. Let's finish this clown. What a clown. Get out of here, Kyle. Ain't nothing but a clown. Wow, you guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder your set got beat by you three. Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go. You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourself? League of Exceptionally Dim or something? You're making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead. Look out! Good old smoke bomb. What is this? You gotta be kidding me. Another smoke screen? Ah, it's too bad about the rest of the cargo. We'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers. Did they just steal all the people? Yeah, cough, cough. Ow, ow, ow. Some of it got in my eyes. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. Looks like it was a typical smoke canister. Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now that they've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my own defense. Oh, Shara. Quit acting like it was all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away too. if we've got time to kick ourselves over this, then there's gotta be some other constructive things we can do. Well, you sound like you should be the senior bracer. Well, at least we were able to take back the airliner, so how about we have a look? The passengers may be inside. Right. Well, how long will those passengers have to be inside, though, huh? Pretty gamey. See if there's any treasure chests as I run around speed running. My nickname is Speed Runnins. Oops. So there's 2 exits out of here then. That's cool. 3 exits out of here then. Less cool. Yo. Lind. Wow, it's pretty buried here. There's not a piece of cargo left. Evidently the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. Here's a lift car. Looks like the same type as those at the landing port. The Sky Bandits probably used this to move the cargo. I wonder what this is. It's the orbital engine control panel. It looks like the flow of orbital energy has completely stopped. It looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here. Don't even think about it. She should still sit there. Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. I don't know, to Escape Town. Bracer Escape Town. Woo! Or all the escapees and the bracers go because they always get away. Let's see. Ooh, fancy seats. It's bright in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place. So it's like open air. I mean, is there anything else to look at here? Let's see, they're not stopping me. So probably means search a little bit more. So we get prompted to that we're done. Yeah, we know steering wheel pilot ships. Oh, here we go. This poor potted plant doesn't look like it's gonna make it. Bunch of plant murderers. It probably hasn't been watered for days. And that's of course the beautiful view that we're so familiar with. We checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high possibility the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandits airship, and then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. This sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped, which means that the orbital energy was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in an orbit gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off large amounts of cargo. This answers my question. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective to just take this entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, it does seem a little odd that they didn't. So why'd they hide the airliner here then? All I can think of is that they did it in order to So the cargo, nope. Move the hostages aboard their own aircraft, nope. Steal the orbital engine, nope. Keep clear of the royal search power, nope. Reach limits because some are weird. Keep clear of the royal armor search power, dude, maybe. Yeah. It's true the airliner is rather large and easily seen, and in that sense it would be highly likely they would leave it in a different place than their hideout. However, that alone could be considered a decisive reason. I guess I imagine their hideout is a slightly peculiar place. Oh, weird, peculiar, whatever. Maybe 10 to 15 arg in size. In short, a peculiar place on which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandit's airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandit hideout. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's a possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot. Then what can we do? Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusion with the army and ask for their cooperation, because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell me we should go crawling back to the army and ask for them for help? Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostage back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's just get back to the guild and report our findings to Lugren. We should be able to contact the Hawking Gate. We should be able to contact the Hawking Gate if we use the orbital telephone. The orbital telephone. Where is that telephone? Let's just head back to the guild and contact the Royal Army. The guild in Bose. Oops. Huh? What the heck? Great, now this was something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad since they saved us the trouble how to contact them. The army? A little late. We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you. What is this? We're all coming to a woman and 2 kids of the Sky Bandits? Though the girl does look shifty. Hey, now that's just rude. Who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest? The bracer emblem, huh? Hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. General Morgan's here. Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place that had been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought that a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's true, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside of the airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here. It looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. Wait a minute here, how about you cut with the crap? My thoughts exactly. Alright man, take them into custody. Really, we get to go to jail. Oh man, this is a pretty hardcore jail too. The general will be questioning you himself on the morrow. And your innocence, if your innocence is proven, then you'll be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, this cell will give you a place to cool your heels. This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say. If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Well, why not? You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early," if I remember correctly. Now that you mentioned it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you? Yeah, it looks like they have somebody, a mole in the army or something. I'm never sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army, just like I didn't want them to have. Or a collaborator who is leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught. Which means we're the only ones who stood a chance of nabbing them. Or now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix. Huh? Did you say something, Joshua? No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? Oh, this is our buddy. Was it Daniel? A luxurious voice should be recognizable to anyone. Could this be this unfounded self-confidence and tone of absurd narcissism belong to? Oliver, that's it. It's you, isn't it, Oliver? You do remember my dulcet chords. To think that we meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny. Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. And now you're locked up in a place like this? What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking you now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talked our ears off. What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing. So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done. Now I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. Haha, come on now. Let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me. Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it. It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bose Market, then moved on to the Aunt Rose restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill, so I was asked to stay and work as the professional pianist for the restaurant. That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist. A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Oliver. But yes, yet I'm not sure that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Oh well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night I had been enjoying a plate of sauteed duck I had the chef prepare, but the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious in spite of knowing better. Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar, something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City. Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? One heard it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 Mira. 500,000 Mira? Just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Oliver? Such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious metal taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to whew. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so streaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. Before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filling in. And well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let's all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Zzz. Idiot. Pardon? But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a zzz and then a surely misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening? Hey, you three, get up. Yawn. I'm tired. What's wrong? What are you trying to tell us? We're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Huh? Why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason. Mayor Mabel. Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. Old friends with the general, alright? I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you, but don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Mabel herself. You better remember to thank her. So you mean Mayor Mabel stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation? Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena. You knew my mom? Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roulette. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. Now wait just a minute, you're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cass I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. Dad? I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. It makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me. What's wrong with him? It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army, from the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is our lives are such a pain because of Dad. That dirty, rotten scoundrel. How about we return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn, so there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it, what could it be? Oh, how callous people can be at times. How did you get that guitar in there? How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away friendless and hungry alone in this dark purgatory. Rosemary, alright. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without second thought? Ah, indeed, that is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I proceeded as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. Ah, you're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release. Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that may be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes this trial, there's going to be at least be a lawsuit. Ah, well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. And that being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. I can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Please don't lay on the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partake of such fine wine without paying a single mira. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant? Oops, I think I'll have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, he should have seemed to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go on like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work? Ah, could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a second. What did we do to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an armature like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work, our sanity? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic, but of course I'd be stressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me really worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have a feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then, we'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Of course, I don't mind. I'd never let you down, so please be reassured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. I'm glad things are all settled between you all. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in the Bose South Block. The weapon shop and Orbital Factory were targeted as a number of private residences. What? So was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make sure use of the money for your current investigation expenses. I have a feeling that the army is going to be getting our way again, but I guess that when that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across, because if there's really a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? Alrighty, and I think we'll call it here. There's been a lot of talking in this particular episode. We did discover the airliner, but empty. And I think we all knew that was going to be empty when we walked in that room. Anyway, so we'll pick it up from here next time, of course, and have a great day.